welcome back. Let's pull up the implied open before we begin, and it's shaved off some of the premium that the street could open with. We started off the show at 8 a.m. with about 100 points pop being indicated by the implied open. It's down to 52. What's working though is that the Fed has cut rates, and that could be seen as a positive. Though, I mean, keep in mind that was priced in, it was widely expected, so no big surprises there. The kind of quantitative easing that the U.S. Fed is saying, it will basically buy short-term treasury.
Thanks for that, Jasmeet. Now, let's bring in Ajit Mishra, Senior VP Research at Religare Broking as well, as the clock strikes 9 and the pre-open rate starts trickling in. Remember, they might have a bit of green on the screen. Ajit, I wonder if you think we are at those support levels from where we've bounced back previously in this week, and therefore the chances of this bounce that we will see this morning sustaining are high. Would you buy the Nifty?
Yeah, good morning, Neeraj. Good morning, Tamanna. So, Neeraj, I doubt. Why I'm saying this? Because, see, on Friday, post the RBI event, we saw a very decisive trend unfolding. Means we closed around the week high. It was almost a flattish close on the week-on-week basis. But on Monday, in fact, Monday onwards, we are seeing that this entire move got negated, and we are trading below the critical support, the first line of defense, that is 20 days of exponential moving average. Yesterday, Nifty made an attempt to reclaim that mark, but we couldn't sustain. So until we decisively, cross this hurdle of 25,950, I doubt that any recovery would hold. The critical aspect to watch out for is the performance of banking, because in the last couple of sessions, private banking majors, they are trying hard to hold the gains or at least sustain amid this correction. So that will be the critical aspect to watch out for. But as of now, possibility of Nifty retesting the July month swing highs closer to around 25,650 is high.
All right. Ajit, morning to you. And by the way, the pre-open rates have hit, and in fact you have just a pretty much flat move currently for the benchmark. Ajit, individual stocks that you're liking this morning?
Yeah, good morning, Alex. So, Alex, despite this ongoing correction or consolidation in the market, select pockets, especially from the auto basket, which are maintaining their positive stance, not only maintaining, in fact, they are inching higher with every passing day. iShares is one such a name. Post this recent consolidation, we are seeing the stock is set for the next leg of the up move. So here one can look for fresh long trades with 70.50 as a stop loss and 76.80 as a target area. Then the life insurance names are also indicating relatively higher strength, be it ICICI Pru, HDFC Life, SBI Life. So ICICI Pru, in the last trading session, we witnessed very strong price action with volume. So this indicates a possible breakout, a decisive breakout from this consolidation range, which was undergoing for almost 2-3 weeks. So 705 is what we are eyeing in ICICI Pru with stop at 612.
Okay, big brokerage call of the morning. We're talking about Ather Energy, and Avendus Spark has initiated a buy call on it. Samit, why is that?
Well, there's a buy call coming in from Avendus Spark on Ather Energy with a target price of...
End up having a bearing on their volume numbers as well. So watch out for this one. We'd be watching the numbers very closely as well. But Ajit, on speaking of two-wheelers, speaking of the automotive pack, any signs that it might move out of the recent bout of sideways movement?
So, Alex, in fact, if you see that the auto index is still, very close to its record highs, and though we have seen a marginal pullback, off late in this week, means roughly around 2% kind of a cut is something that the auto index is currently experiencing. Broadly, in a market like this, wherein the index has already slipped below the critical supports, the outperformance definitely indicates that in case if there will be any stability in the market, auto, alongside with the private banking major, is going to positively surprise the market. So TVS, iShares, from the two-wheeler space, Bajaj Auto, in fact, after this recent underperformance, possibly can see a strong recovery in days to come. So these are some of the counters which can be in focus, especially from the two-wheeler space.
Okay. What else? What else? I mean, we'll keep an eye out for the EMS players, and I wonder at the end of 8 minutes, what is Keynes Tech and Dixon doing on a day when the Nifty seems to be starting flat? Keynes is flat, Dixon is flat too, so no big gyrations there. I wonder if Lloyd's Metal and Tata Steel are reacting at the end of 8 minutes, so bring them up. I wonder if Ashoka Buildcon is reacting, as is Dilip Buildcon, and whether that is reacting, because almost everything that I'm pointing out right now seems to be having a flat start. Ashoka Buildcon, well, small mercies, 1.8% higher, and then there'll be a few others which might be in focus. Keep that in mind. Actually, you know, Ajit, coming on some of these construction names, the order wins recently have been pretty strong for a bunch of these companies. I mean, just today, Dilip Buildcon, rather overnight, Dilip Buildcon has gotten a 5,000 crore order, no less. So the order wins are there for a lot of these companies. Some of the movements aren't there. Is there anything out there in the construction space, a KNR, Ashoka, Dilip Buildcon, L&T, etc., which could be bucking the trend, or are all looking down?
So, interestingly, you know, Neeraj, barring L&T, majority of the counters are either witnessing correction. Means KNR is trading at a 52-week low, and in fact, on every pullback, we are seeing that the selling pressure emerges, with strong intensity. Means that is reflecting in the volumes. At the same time, DBL is something which is consolidating in a range. But when it comes to the overall strength, L&T is the only name wherein we are seeing that the stock has been stabilizing around short-term averages. There's hardly any volumes when it comes to the corrective trend. So this is something that definitely you can continue to focus on. And in case if we manage to surpass this hurdle of 4100 mark, I'll not be surprised that there will be a fresh leg of the up move which could help the stock to inch toward 4500 mark.
Okay. Stay on with us. I just want to look at some of the movers after the pre-open session. The index has closed pretty flat, but in the positive.
Ajit, we have 15 seconds. One top idea for the day. 15 seconds.
So, Neeraj, I would go ahead with iShares because the kind of outperformance that we are seeing in the stock within the auto space and otherwise also, I feel that this kind of momentum is here to continue. And in case the market goes further also.
Okay, Ajit, I'll come back to you. By the way, iShares was the top pick from BofA today. Only idea in the two-wheeler space.
Ground, of course, silver prices at near record highs. Ajit, on the charts, something like a DCM Shriram, or if you go even broader, something like an Indico Remedies is losing ground. Something like a Landmark Cars is substantially losing ground as well today. Or even a Swiggy. Interestingly, a Macquarie had a note out today on that fundraise. They weren't the most positive, but the stock is up and about. What would you trade today?
So, Alex, DCM definitely looks interesting because if you see that post this multi-year breakout, the stock again failed to capitalize on that. And again, we were back to the neckline area of that pattern. And after almost 2 months of consolidation around that area, we are again seeing attempts. The good part is that at least we have multiple supports to watch out for, means the downside seems gap. And in case if markets shows any kind of improvement in the small cap, mid cap space, probably this can outperform. So here, 1225 is the base basically, which should be as a stop loss. And gradually we can see the stock inching towards 1425, 1475 levels. Swiggy also is making a attempt to cross its critical hurdle of the long-term averages, plays around 402, 403 mark. So for last almost 2 weeks, we are seeing this level where selling pressure re-emerges. So in case if it manages to cross this area now, so probably we are set for the next leg of recovery, which can help the stock to inch toward 440 or maybe higher.
DCM Shriram, I marked it. It is up, or it was up 5%. Pull that stock up, and I'm just looking at the stock exchange notification.
The rates are mixed. Actually, in the BSE, it's slightly lower. But the rates are mixed, but it's not had a great year any which way, so keep that in mind. But the winners, and Ajit, I wonder if there is any strength that you see in a Neogen from a trade perspective, in a Neogen, in a DCM Shriram, we spoke about it broadly, or in Arvind Smart Spaces.
So Neogen, in fact, Neeraj, we are trading very closer to the critical support base. Means last time also, in fact, in a couple of occasions, 800 turned out to be a critical base from where the stock made an attempt of recovery. But the recent highs were largely lower. So in case if it fails to hold this level this time, probably we are set for the next leg of down move towards 675 or maybe lower. So as of now, one should refrain from any aggressive long, and for those who have existing positions, 800 should be their strict stop. Arvind is looking more of sideways trend to me. So again, means until we cross this hurdle of 500, 505, I doubt that we can see any meaningful recovery. But Avanti feed is something which is definitely looking set for the next leg of the up move, since the trade discussion is also going on, and the stock has formed a very strong base around the short-term averages. It's a very good sign. Means that whatever negativity that we saw in this stock post this tariff-related announcement, it's almost on the verge of negating the same. So maybe we are set for the new highs, 920 or maybe higher. So with stop at 780 is something that one can look for a trading position in Avanti feeds.
Okay. Just to look at some of the movers once markets have opened, and I'm going to come to you, Ajit, on what you want to do with the Nifty as well, and what you would suggest to do with the Nifty, considering it's completely lackluster and might see some breakout hopefully through the day. So first, let me get your Nifty call, and let's also get a sense of whether you would buy into some of the movers this morning that we are seeing. For example, a BSE, a Nuvama, any of the capital market players looking interesting to you?
So in fact, till last week, Tamanna, we were seeing that most of the names, they were holding very strong, be it BSE, CAMS, CDSL. But this week around, we have seen that most of the stocks, they have fizzled out, and but Nuvama definitely looks positive, means the stock is still holding above its medium-term averages. 7,000, a very strong base, means in the last almost 2 months, we are seeing the stock holding this area. And the level close to around 7,200 where the 20 EMA is placed. In case if it manages to cross this area, then definitely we are set for the next leg of the year move. For Nifty, on the other hand, I still feel that one should be cautious, because around 25,800, the put writers are there, but we need to see whether they manage to cross this hurdle. Then probably 25,900, 950 is something that the market is going to attempt. So as of now, around 25,800, 850 area is something that one can look for shorting position with 950 as a stop loss and 25,650 as a position targets.
Okay. Thank you so much, Ajit and Avinash, for joining us on this leg of the conversation. So markets, I think, are steady right now. Nothing massive happening, but at least I would say the big drop off speaking to us this morning on India Market Open. We're taking a very short break, but a lot more lined up on the other side. Stay tuned.